Hey guys, before the video begins, I would just like to say thank you again for all the support I'm getting on these videos. You guys really seem to enjoy them, so I'm gonna continue to make them. You guys have damn near doubled my subscriber count in the past week alone, and for that, I could not be more grateful. So, let's, without further ado, get on with the video. Be honest, when you load up a game of zombies, what's the first direction you look? It's never up unless it's for the mystery box light, now is it? Today, I plan on changing that when we're going to be counting down the top 5 best ceilings in all of Call of Duty Zombies. And starting off our list with number 5, we have the roof of the bus on transit. Now, I know this isn't a very large roof or a very spectacular one to look at, but the fact that you can climb on top of it and it has a wall by on it makes it unique and interesting in its own right, and I think it warrants a spot on this list. Following up, right behind transit, we have the thatch-roofed hut of Shino Numa. And I picked the World at War version of Shino Numa, because I said in my trees video, I feel like this is the best version of Shino Numa, and the aesthetics from World at War just aren't translated into any of the later iterations of these maps. This was the first map with true story implication as well, and I think the funny little ragdoll known as Peter McCain that can sometimes just end your game is a great addition to this ceiling. And I think it grants it this number 4 spot on our list. And to follow up Shino Numa with the bronze medal, we have Kino Der Toten. Now, this ceiling in the stakeout room from Black Ops 1 has a phenomenal skylight, a beautiful chandelier, and if you play the Black Ops 1 version still, swastikas, and plenty of them. This ceiling isn't just for aesthetic, it also serves as a way to spawn in the Nova crawlers on the map, which integrates this ceiling into the map even more and further cements it in the number 3 spot on this list. And following up from the featherweight division, we now move on to the heavy hitters of ceilings, the top 2 spots, the big 2 Ledoux, if you will. We have the Mob of the Dead spawn room. The amount of cages and dead bodies hanging here, as well as the eerie skylight that you can see through rusty bars and the broken, busted lights hanging from the ceiling, as well with the overall ambience on the map, makes you feel like this is the end of the road. This is hell, and there is no coming back. And as we know, no one escapes alive. But it is less impactful on the map than our number 1 spot. Before we get into the number 1 spot, though, I'd like to go over a few honorable mentions, and the first one on that list is Descent in Exo Zombies. You can see fish through the glass, and I'm sure this looks even better on the Xbox One version. Unfortunately, I only have the 360 version. Next for honorable mentions, we have the top of the Lighthouse in Kino Der Toten. While technically not a ceiling, it is above the player in an area inaccessible to them, and it holds the 5th knight that fights alongside our main 4 in the Great War, also known as Pablo, and for that, he deserves an honorable mention. And last but not least, on our honorable mentions list, we have the entire Skybox on Ancient Evil. While it's technically not a ceiling, it is beautiful to look at, and it provides a great perspective for the underground city of Delphi, and not to mention how fantastic Python's Pass and everything looks in the Pack-a-Punch area for the map, but unfortunately, again, it's not a ceiling, so I can't put it at the number 1 spot on this list. Otherwise, I would. Transit wouldn't even be on the son of a bitch. But anyways, without further ado, like, comment, and subscribe, and we move on to our number 1 spot. In number 1 place, a map none of you thought would even make it anywhere near a top 5 zombies list of all time. Does not matter what the list is for. We have Die Rise. Now, when I was going through and recording initially for this video and going through the different zombies maps to see which one truly had the best ceiling, because I didn't look up either, I found this hallway, and the building's upside down. You notice that with the AN-94 wall by, so it's nice to see the carpet on top of the ceiling, but there is more to it if you keep going. Eventually, if you keep following this carpet, you come to one of the only visually pleasing areas to be in on Die Rise, and I am including the rooftops when I say that. The only thing good to look at on the rooftops is the dragons, let's be honest. That's the only sort of visual stimuli you are getting there. But here, everything is intricate, it's upside down, you see the stairs running, you see the pillars falling, and it's one of the few training areas where you're actually gonna stay in the game and actually has impact on your gameplay loop. Plus, I don't know, maybe it just being on Die Rise, I wasn't expecting something this good and cool going into the video, but stopping and appreciating the aesthetic they put into just this section on the map, I can say comfortably, it deserves the #1 spot in top ceilings in all of Call of Duty Zombies. Thank you, and have a good day.